Hi everyone, Manisha here. I am a certified Hatha Yoga instructor, and today I wanted to make this video on PCOS and offer a few holistic approaches to how you can either prevent it, or if you already have it, how you can restore some balance back into your body. So if you don't already know, PCOS stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, and it is essentially a hormonal imbalance in a woman's reproductive system. It is due to two primary reasons. One is environmental stress and two is physical stress. So environmental stress is something like pollution, or maybe BPA, or water that isn't so clean, things that we often don't have much control over. So today I want to be focusing on physical stress, how we can tone back our lifestyles to decrease the stress in our mind and body. These three techniques that I want to talk about today are: one, connecting to nature; two, yoga; and three, honoring your femininity. Number one, connecting to nature, is something that I mentioned because we have moved so far away from how we used to live. If you think about it, our ancestors used to be deeply connected to the seasons, the food that they ate, everything. I mean, they would walk barefoot, their children would play with their hands and get dirty, and there was a constant exchanging of energy from the ground, from the soil. So this earth has an abundant, endless supply of life force energy. And life force energy is essentially what makes us feel like waking up and living our lives every day. If you think about it, we are nature, right? We are made up of the 5 elements of nature, and this is the basis of Ayurveda. This is the basis of traditional medicine. When we disconnect from source, from nature, there's bound to be a depletion of energy. And so to regain this, I highly encourage you to do grounding. Grounding is basically walking barefoot in the grass. I know it's like super simple and everybody's talking about grounding these days. Think about how you feel when you're on the beach, how you feel when you're playing in the grass with your kids, how you feel when you're trekking, watching a sunset, putting your hands in a river or a lake. It's a very magical feeling, and you feel so whole and complete. It's because there's a union of source and this human body. So this union is super, super integral because it's healing. It is so healing. And if you're suffering from PCOS, your body is really in a kind of fight or flight response. So you want to allow it to relax so that the energy can be directed towards healing. So grounding is one way, and I would even take it one step further and encourage you to literally sit cross-legged in the grass. So our great-grandmothers, aunts, their great-grandmothers, they wore saris, right? They did not wear skinny jeans and leggings, and there was some air, there was some ventilation down there. There needs to be a connection with the womb space and the earth. One way we can do this is by kind of wearing looser clothing. Our bodies are not meant to be restricted and confined in that way. By sitting in nature, closing your eyes, maybe taking a second to just breathe and really absorb that energy, you will be doing wonders for your reproductive system, I promise you. Even if you're suffering from infertility issues or anything like that, spend some time sitting in the grass and just taking some silent time for yourself. Another way we can connect is by moon bathing, spending time under the rays of the moon. So if you don't already know, women's menstrual cycles are directly linked to the moon. Back in the day, this is how women would identify that their cycle time would be coming. It would be by observing the moon and the phase that the moon is in. By spending time in the moon, or by taking evening walks, maybe moon gazing on your terrace, you'll really be able to bring that natural cycle back into your body. If you're on birth control, if you have been on birth control for a long time, chances are that your cycle is not at its natural rhythm. By spending time under the moon, you will be able to kind of restore that natural cycle and sync back to the moon. The second thing I would highly recommend you all to do is to do yoga. So, by yoga, I don't mean doing 2 or 3 practices a month. Just like anything, whether it's working out or eating right, you really have to have a dedicated, consistent practice to see any kind of benefit from the practice of yoga. So, physical asana yoga, yes, it's making you more flexible. Yes, it's making you feel more at peace, but it's also taking care of all those silent internal functions that go on every single day, like your digestion, like your hormonal balance. All these things are also taken care of when you practice yoga. So this is like the magic of it, and I can never get enough of this. So go to your local yoga studio, go to YouTube or find an instructor, whatever you need to do. Practice at least 2 or 3 times a week. A lot of people talk about particular poses that you can do for PCOS, but more than any particular pose, it's kind of getting into the rhythm of moving your body and increasing that cellular space for the life force energy to flow up and down. Again, this is what allows you to be open and allows you to heal and allows you to feel like a vibrant human being. And I would also encourage you to stay away from hot yoga or Ashtanga yoga, especially if you're suffering from PCOS, because again, PCOS is being formed when your stress hormones are high. Things like hot yoga and Ashtanga yoga are great as a practice, but might be a little too tiresome for your body. So anything like yin or something restorative or some slow flow kind of thing would be the best way to go. And lastly, kind of I would say the most important thing would be to reconnect to your femininity. Now, we live in a highly masculinized society. We are now in a time where women can do whatever they want, whenever they want, which is amazing. We have come such a long way, but we're also in a time where there is a certain pressure in the female collective to achieve and to prove our worth, and we are subscribing to this hustle culture and this zone of having to work really hard all the time. So a woman's nervous system is completely different from a man's nervous system. This has been scientifically proven. Women are not built to thrive on high levels of stress all the time. Men are able to tolerate more physical stress than women. So it is really important for you as a woman to take the time to relax and to enjoy rest. Rest is often looked down upon these days. We are always trying to kind of achieve something, go out and do something, make a name. It's great, like please go live your dreams, but balance it out with some silence, with some meditation, and by connecting to your feminine. So when I say connect to your feminine, what I mean is connect to the thing that makes you happy. Femininity is all about joy. It's about expression. It's about light. It's about love, right? When you see a woman who is really vibrant and joyful and just glowing, you are naturally attracted to her because she is in her feminine. She's radiating this peace, and we all want that. So when we have something like PCOS or any kind of hormonal imbalance, it's typically happening because we have kind of suppressed our feminine side. And so I really urge you to maybe write down the list of things that make you feel joyful, whether it's, dancing or salsa dancing or swimming or painting, whatever it is. Make the time out in your day to do these things, because these things are so valuable. They might not sound valuable to the person sitting next to you, but you know how important it is for you to do this, because it's only when you are in a state of joy and bliss that you can offer that to other people. It is only when you take care of yourself that you can offer your joy to others. So please make the time for yourself, ladies. Put yourself first. Do what you love to do. Relax, rest. You know what to do. It's innately in you. Nobody needs to tell you. I'm simply reminding you these are 3 things you can do, and I promise you, you will feel better. So this is my sequence on PCOS. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this resonated, let me know, and yeah, take care. Bye.